Hello and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for clicking. I'm Sophie Grace. I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 55 kilos. I've lost 35 so far, and this is what I've learned on my weight loss journey. So the first thing I've learned is you really need to deal with the issue at hand first. So instead of trying to get all into motivation and joining the gym and getting all the healthy food and throwing out all your unhealthy food, or doing whatever you do, like trying to decide which diet you're going to do, instead of doing that, really think about, okay, like, why am I actually overweight? Why am I actually obese? If you are coming from like 100 kilos, like you're over 100 kilos, like you are like 30 kilos plus overweight, you are like obese. If you're in the obese or morbidly obese category, pretty much guaranteed you have some sort of issue with food. It just kind of is what it is. Like, I think if you're a little bit overweight, then you can definitely be a little bit overweight and not have a problem with food. I think that's totally possible. But if you are obese or morbidly obese, then you've definitely got an issue with food, and you need to figure out, okay, like, why am I eating this much? Why am I binge eating? Because usually when you're like really, really overweight, like obese, you must be binge eating, because like there's a difference between, because obviously like you could consistently eat like 200 or 500 calories over your maximum calories for the day that your body needs to just maintain weight, and like more than your activity level, you know what I mean? It's pretty easy to eat an extra 200 or 500 calories a day, honestly. Like 200 calories, that's a donut easily. Like a Krispy Kreme is like 190 calories, I think. And then like 500 calories, well, you know, that's like a burger or something, let's just say. It's kind of easy to eat that food. It's pretty easy to eat that much. So to be like overweight, I think it's pretty easy to get to that point. But to be obese, to be morbidly obese, you've got an issue, because you must be eating to the point where you are probably binge eating. And that's where I came from. I came from a place where I was binge eating, and I had to deal with that first. Once I dealt with that, like, and that was obviously like the biggest issue. The main issue was the binge eating. Like, that was really making me put on a lot of weight. After I dealt with that, I lost an initial 10 kilos. So definitely that's probably like the biggest thing. That's the first thing I learned, was like, okay, I really need to deal with this first, because I think that's why I struggled for so long, because I wasn't addressing the actual issue, which was just me wanting to eat like all the time and eating too much and binge eating. That was the actual issue. It wasn't like, finding the right diet or figuring out like how to enjoy working out or whatever. That wasn't the issue. Like, the main issue was the fact that I was eating so much, like way too much, and binge eating. The second thing I've learned is just to embrace the ups and downs of weight loss. When you first start, and I mean, gosh, I've been trying to lose weight for so long. I mean, I'm 32, and probably the first time that I thought about losing weight was probably when I was around 12. So it's pretty crazy to think that 20 years I've been thinking about losing weight. It's kind of like my Roman Empire, you know, when we think about that. My Roman Empire is probably being skinny. Like, that's the thing that I think about the most. That's honestly like one of those things that I've thought about the most over the years, is just being skinny, just wanting to be skinny. Previously, when I would get off track and maybe put weight on, or like not lose weight fast enough, I would just get so put off. I'd get frustrated, and I'd just give up. But obviously, like, I hadn't dealt with the primary issue, which was like my issue with eating, like just eating, and eating too much food. But I think that's a really important part of being on a successful weight loss journey, and getting to the point where you're going to get to your goal weight and you feel so much better. You really think about maintenance. I think like that's a sign, actually, just kind of, sorry, like verging right off track here, but I think that's actually a sign that you are going to be successful. I mean, I know it's probably like getting way ahead of myself here. I still have 20 kilos to go. If you're thinking about maintenance, if you've got that kind of end goal in mind where you're like, okay, like my maintenance, that's going to be the hard part. Like I'm going to get to a point where I get to my goal weight and I'm going to actually have to maintain that weight. There's no like having a big party and all of a sudden magically I don't have to be thinking about eating healthy and calorie counting and stuff. Like there's not really an end goal in a way with this, because you get to your goal weight, but then it's not like that's the end. I mean, then you enter the maintenance phase, which is like probably even harder. So I think that could be a sign that you're like things are like going really well and getting really positive. Again, like I'm probably just getting ahead of myself here. The ups and downs of weight loss, it's going to happen, you know, you're going to have these moments. But I think what I've really learned is to just embrace the ups and downs and just take it as it comes and move with it and work with it and not fight against it. I mean, sometimes like even lately when I feel like I've been going pretty well. I mean, I've lost 12 kilos since February. So I'm actually pretty happy with how I'm going, but just the ups and downs of it, I still sometimes struggle. Like sometimes I'll weigh in and I'll be like, are you freaking kidding me? Like what? I did so well this week. How could I not lose anything? How could I put on weight? What the hell? But I think another part of it is being honest with yourself. That's my third thing I think I've learned, is how important it is to be honest with yourself. I mean, that's probably honestly like one of the most important things actually. Like now that I think about it, being honest with yourself, because you're never going to get to your goal weight if you try to skip doing things, like if you become complacent and just keep seeing what you can like try and get away with, you know, keep trying to like sneak food as if your body won't notice, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. And even recently, like that's happened to me where I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Like I'm sabotaging myself. That's so stupid. Like what the hell? And I think if you want to get on top of that sabotage, I think really, really focus on being honest with yourself. Like it's so hard though, because it's hard. It's hard to be honest with yourself, because that means that you have to confront the truth about yourself, and you have to because we all know what we should be doing, right? Like we all know that we need to eat healthily. We all know that we only need a certain amount of calories a day, and, you know, a certain calorie deficit would be optimal, whatever. We know that. But to actually do it, like to actually be honest with yourself and be like, oh, well, okay, I'm actually at my max calories today. Like I'm actually there right now. So I really shouldn't eat anymore. It's so hard. It is so hard. And, you know, kind of just wanting to have a little bit of a biscuit and then having to just, again, you know, be honest with yourself and not try to sneak it. It sounds so silly, but that's the sort of thing that happens on a weight loss journey. Have I learned anything else on my weight loss journey? There's a lot of things, but I wanted to do more than just, oh, you need to calorie count, or, you know, going to the gym helps, but it's not really like that important at the beginning. I didn't want to do anything like that because it's like, well, isn't that obvious? But I think that can be my fourth one then. The fourth thing I've learned is how important nutrition is, and the calorie deficit is the most important thing. Like that is where to start, really. Once you've dealt with your issues with food, the next place to start is just your nutrition and your calorie deficit. Like just figure out, okay, how much am I eating? Like what kind of food am I eating? How can I eat healthier? How can I eat less calories? And just start really basic, start really simple. Like don't do anything crazy. Obviously, like the classic that you hear is to cut out soft drinks, like sugary soft drinks. I wish it was that easy. Like, some of us don't drink sugary soft drinks, so we can't just cut out something and then like magically save 250 calories every day. Like, I wish, haha. But like, yeah, so like just little things like that really do make a difference though, for real. But yeah, that's definitely like my fourth thing. And then I just thought of like a little extra bonus one, which is it does make it easier to not drink alcohol. Like, just lately, this is for the, how long has it been now? Goodness. I think it's been about 3 weeks or like a month, and I haven't been drinking. Not really to save calories, to be honest. Not really to like for health or anything like that, just for my own reasons. And I think it has helped. I think it actually has helped me with my it's just a lot easier to maintain the calorie deficit when you're not having these extra calories come in with the alcohol, because obviously like it's a lot of calories. And then the alcohol as well, for me, like if I have a couple of bevies, that increases my temptation so much more. Like, I could be all good, like I've just gone through the day and I'm chill and like I've not had any cravings, not had any temptations, and I'm just fine. But I might have a couple of drinks or even like one wine, and I'll be so tempted. I'll be like, oh hell yeah, like let's go get an ice cream, like that'll be great. Like, I'm so tempted. Anyways, so that's kind of like another reason to avoid alcohol. Like, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, just cut out alcohol, definitely straight away cut out alcohol. I'm just saying, like, little bonus tip that I've learned just recently is it really helps to not drink alcohol. It just helps quite a bit. So those are the 4 things, and I think a little bonus thing at the end that I've learned on my weight loss journey. This is kind of more of like my recent weight loss journey. But yeah, as I said, I'm Sophie Grace. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am on a weight loss journey to lose 55 kilos. I started at 110 kilos and now I'm at 75. So I've got another 20 kilograms to go. I want to get to 55 kilos. God willing, it's going to happen this year. I'm really feeling positive. I'm really feeling excited. I really think that, God willing, I can get to my goal weight, 55 kilos, by the end of the year. So watch this space. Please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up if you liked my tips. If you have any tips of your own, it doesn't even matter how like obvious or broad or whatever or specific, it doesn't even matter. Put it in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Again, thank you for clicking on this video and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.